What's up, y'all? I actually got a request. Here it is, topwater mouse fly. It's been a while, but we'll see if we can't make one of these. Alright, so first thing you're going to need is a decent sized hook and some thread. I'm going to use black. It's pretty much the best color to use for anything because, it doesn't, well, it just goes with everything. So go ahead and do a wrap all the way down the hook. Material sticks a lot better to the thread than it does a bare hook, so go ahead and put a basic layer of thread all the way down the hook and then end it at the bend of the hook, right about there. First thing you're going to tie onto this one is what's going to be the tail of the mouse. I'm using a piece of thin chenille. Keep in mind, I haven't made one of these flies in a very long time, and I don't remember exactly how. So I'm kind of winging it. So there, I got some real thin brown chenille. And it's going to make a nice tail for the mouse. And the next thing that I'm going to put on this mouse are the feet. Now I'm looking for material here because, like I said, I'm winging it. I'm just kind of looking to see what I got. And I'm not really seeing anything that I think would work that good. I could use like the hide from the deer hair that I'm gonna use for the body, but I'd have to cut a bunch of hair off to get to it, and just didn't want to waste a lot of hair. So I'm looking, and then I see the feathers that I got a variety pack of feathers, and they attached these feathers to a real thin hide, it looks like. That's the best way to guess, or best thing to guess what it is, because it's not paper or plastic, so I kind of figured it was an old piece of hide of some sort. But it would work pretty nicely for some feet. So just cut the basic shape of mouse feet, just for the back. When a mouse swims in the water, it tucks its front feet up and its body, and it paddles with just its back legs. So you only need to be able to see the back. And I'm not exactly sure how great this is going to look, so kind of guessing. And as you can see, that was pretty big feet. So trim them down quite a bit. And then I cut slits for where the individual toes would be. Now, I don't have fly rod right now, which is surprising because I make a bunch of flies, but I've got a bunch of friends. Well, I don't have a bunch of friends. I don't hardly have any friends. It's kind of sad, but I have a few friends, and more family, more or less. But and then my brother who fly fishes, and I'm gonna give these flies, a lot of the flies that I tie to them, to try. Fish the river a lot with a spinning rod reel combo for steelhead with a fly and bubble, or a two fly pattern in a bubble. So all the trout and steelhead flies that I tie, I'll use. But flies like this, that in this area would normally be used for bass or large bluegill, crappie, any kind of warm water species found in lakes and ponds. I'm going to give it to my brother because he'll go fishing with me a lot, hopefully this year, and bring his fly rod out and maybe try to catch a bass with the topwater mouse fly. Which, if it happens, will be on video, so that'd be pretty cool to see. There's one foot. There's the other foot. Now, when I finished this fly up, I noticed that the feet kind of got sucked in underneath, and they didn't turn out quite the way I wanted them to. That's fine. It'll work just fine. But secure them on there nice. nice and good. You don't want this fly to fall apart while you're using it, so make sure all your wraps are nice and tight and firm and everything's secured the way it needs to be. And then the next step on this fly is a lot of deer hair. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of deer hair. Now this is a very small version of this fly. You can do bigger versions. But I didn't have a whole lot of deer hair, so I wanted to make sure I had enough material to at least make this one fly. And I couldn't remember exactly how much I would need, so I just cut off a good chunk. Start at the base. Close to the end, and then just secure that on there. And then I think it's called spinning deer hair, is what the correct term is, because you get it on there, you secure it kind of tight, kind of interlocking it, and then once you let go, you continue to wrap it, spin that hair on there. Pull it back, secure it a little more, grab you another tuft of deer hair. And you just keep doing this until you get about to the eye of the hook. And then I did something that kind of just winged it. I've never done before, honestly. But it turned out pretty cool, you'll see. But, yep, grab another piece, get it secured on there, and spin her on there. Pull it back. Do it again. And the cool thing about this, for those of you that aren't really into fly fishing, deer hair actually floats. And that's exactly what you want this fly to do. So it works out kind of cool. Deer hair is hollow, therefore it floats in water. So that's why most of your dry flies, well, not most of them, but a lot of your dry flies are made with deer hair. Little fact of the day for you. But you can kind of see the start of a body. A lot of trimming afterwards. Give your mouse a haircut. And I'm sure if I tied a few of these, I'd get better at it, but it won't turn out too bad. You'll see. And I think it's on this one. I was securing it down and my thread actually snapped. Boink. Not a big deal. Start it over your where it snapped. Kind of interlock it in there. Yeah, we'll just retie everything on there. No big deal. And then pull that back. I think that's about good. Go ahead and wrap it on there. Get a bunch of good wraps on the front. Kind of build a thread dam. Hold everything back. And that's about it for the body. A lot of deer hair. You kind of just rough it up and make it look all like one big piece of clumped hair. And then I'm building up kind of like a cone shape, going from where the hair ends down to the eye of the hook. And it's okay if you interlock pieces of hair in there. Try not to. It'll turn out better if you don't. But if you get a few in there, it's no big deal. It just breaks off. Or you can snip it off with scissors. And since this is the first one I've done in a while, I'm just kind of inspecting everything, make sure it's the way I want it. It is. Good enough. And about this point, I'm thinking, okay, this mouse needs some ears. I mean, I guess it doesn't really need some ears, but it could use some ears. So we'll get my tag ends cut off, get my line secured on there. I'm still thinking, what could I use for ears? And then it dawns on me. Foam. I got some dark brown foam I think would work great for ears. So where did I put that foam? It's crazy. This is a voiceover, but I remember like step by step exactly what I was doing. Kind of funny. But, boom. So right now I'm just basically cutting a heart, which is going to be the basic shape. Start with the rounded triangle, and then cut the middle out to make the individual ears. And then you want to leave it to a point like that so you have something to tie it on with. Set that right on there. And then tie that triangle point into the fly. And then you'll make some nice tight wraps around it with the black thread, and it'll make the nose of the mouse. Kind of see it. You'll see it at the end though. And after your wife sneaks up behind you and scares the crap out of you, and you tell her that was a bad idea. She didn't mean to, but I was in the zone. She didn't know I was in the zone. But it is what it is. After your wife scares the crap out of you, then it's time to secure that thread. Get your whip finish tool. Do a few whip finishes on there. And you can actually varnish or head cement that nose. Make it more secured. The fish that you're going to be catching with this fly are more aggressive, so you want this as secure as possible. So I don't show it in this video, but I'll probably actually go back and varnish the entire nose of that fly. Hold it together a little better. But after that, you got it off the vise. Get your scissors, and you're going to give this mouse a haircut. Take your time, just like the egg fly. You don't want to take off too much because you can't put it back. You can take more off, but you can't put more back. So just take your time, clean it up, make it look more like a mouse shape. You can actually see all the hair flying off. And you can have a real fuzzy mouse, or you can cut it nice and short. Looks like I'm just going to town on this thing, but I'm really not. You kind of see the mouse shape starting to form. Cut all those long hairs off the back. Tried to figure out a way to do it to where you can see me snipping it, but I got my camera mounted a little too high. I guess I could have zoomed out, but maybe next time. Getting there. pretty basic fly, but it's kind of time consuming. It takes a lot of steps, a lot of trimming at the end. All the material that you use, probably about half of it becomes waste. But you catch big fish on it, it makes it worth it. And beer is pretty cheap. And that's basically it. The mouse on top water. Just make sure it's right where you want it. Make sure enough of that hook is exposed to where fish comes up, you can get a good hook set on it. I've actually seen people make these with frog hooks, with the double frog hooks. They make good flies for catching bass, and probably some people around the country are catching pike and muskie with these too. I know a lot of people catch big old brown trout with mice, topwater mice. So different species for different areas of the country, different areas of the world for that matter. But for me, it's going to be big bass, hopefully, or for my brother rather, it's going to be big bass. But we'll see. I'll definitely try to set something up to where we can fish with this on video, and then see that mouse again. But that's about it. Now you just kind of fine tune it, trim it a little bit better, just kind of get it the way you want it, and that's about it. There you go. Well, there you go, topwater mouse fly. Thanks for the suggestion. Keep them coming, guys. Comment down below, and I will see what I can do to make it happen. Appreciate you checking in. Make sure you guys subscribe, comment, like, and share, and I will catch you on the next one. Take it easy.